It is no secret that cash is king, and as reporter Rachel Perry tells us, more people are paying cash in one area of the Treasure Coast than anywhere else in the country.
Nationwide, we're told about 28% of people paid cash for their home, but in some areas, like here in South Florida, that number is much higher. Now, in some areas, more than half of recent buyers have skipped financing entirely. Sebastian and Vero Beach were at the top of the list, with 63% of buyers paying in cash. That's according to the National Association of Realtors. Naples, Punta Gorda, and a part of Louisiana also made the list, seeing more than 50% of sales made without a mortgage. We talked with Jeremy Blum of Blum Realty Group, who explained why people might be opting to pay in cash.
Cash is king. Cash is very attractive to most homeowners right now. And also they want to avoid a lot of the fees that are associated on getting a loan. A lot of people are doing home equity lines of credit because they have so much equity inside of their house that to go out and get a mortgage might be more expensive rather than just doing a HELOC and buying the house or the property outright cash.
Blum says cash purchases are also appealing to sellers as there's no bank involved, no appraisal, and inspections might even be waived, making it an easier process for everyone.
Whether it's a huge mortgage company or a small mortgage company dealing with people who might overlook something or miss something, or they don't entirely screen their buyer, well then the seller who accepted that offer that was a bank or had financing, well, now the deal fell apart versus if they had a cash buyer, they never would have had those issues to begin with.
You can read more about why in some areas more than half of recent buyers have skipped financing entirely on our website. For now, for WPBF 25 News, I'm Rachel Perry.